Good day everyone. I am April Joy Baldon from BT FSM 3A, and today I will be presenting my progress portfolio for Prof Edoc 10 final examination. The qualification I selected is fish products packaging in situ, which I choose because it aligns with my interest, my previous experience, and the skills I want to bring into my future teaching profession. This qualification also strengthened my understanding of competency-based training and instruction and work-based learning. So throughout this course, I learned how to prepare training plans, evaluate learners, use test standards, and apply training methodology 1 practices in real or simulated training environments. So my presentation will walk you through each major part of my portfolio, including the TNA form, the training needs analysis, training plan, training facilities list and checklist, the trainee's record book, and trainee's progress sheet. Also training session evaluation form, and the interpretation and analysis of program evaluation. It also covers my narrative reports. So part of my portfolio is the training needs analysis. The TNA serves as the foundation of the training program because it identifies the skills and knowledge gaps of trainees before the training begins. I gathered learner information through interviews and simple observation to analyze their existing competencies. This allowed me to determine what areas require improvement and what competencies need to be developed. The TNA ensured that my training plan was aligned with the real needs of the learners. Through this process, I realized that understanding trainees' needs helps prevent mismatched lessons and support better learning outcomes. Next is my training plan, which serves as the roadmap of the entire learning process. It contains the schedule of activities, learning outcomes, teaching methods, and assessment procedures. I created the training plan by reviewing the test, the competency standards, and organizing the learning activities in a logical sequence. This ensured that each session was structured, purposeful, and competency-based. Preparing this plan taught me how to properly align objectives with the methods and assessment tools used, making the training more organized and effective. The third component is the list of tools, materials, and equipment and facilities. This part includes all resources needed to conduct the training safely and effectively. I identified and listed the items based on the required test standards for my qualification. Ensuring the availability and condition of these resources is important because it affects the quality of learning and the safety of the trainees. This section helped me understand the importance of proper preparation and resource management in conducting a successful training program. So this is the example. Next is the trainee's record book. The trainee's record book, which documents attendance, participation, and task completion. This record helps track learner progress and provides evidence of participation throughout the training period. It also helps identify trainees who need additional support. Through this document, I learned how important accurate record keeping is in competency-based training, especially when assessing readiness for certification. So this is my trainee's progress sheet, where the performance of each trainee is rated based on required competencies. This sheet shows the tasks performed, the quality of performance, and the improvements observed each session. It helps trainers monitor with whether trainees are achieving the required learning outcomes. Through this, I learned the value of monitoring progress consistently and giving timely feedback to support learners' development. Next is the training session and the interpretation and analysis of program evaluation. After collecting the evaluation form, I created the interpretation and analysis of program evaluation. This section summarizes the feedback, identifies strengths and weaknesses of the training, and suggests areas for improvement. By analyzing the results, I saw patterns in what trainees found helpful and what needed enhancement. This helped me understand that training must continuously improve based on data and learning feedback. So, for my narrative report, is the final component of my portfolio. Summarizes my learnings from the course. Throughout Prof. Edu 10, I gained a deeper understanding of competence-based training, proper training documentation, and learner assessment, and also training evaluation. I learned how to design training program aligned with the standards, prepare training resources, conduct evaluations, and reflect on teaching performance. This course helped me grow both professionally and personally by strengthening my structural skills and preparing me for real-world teaching and training responsibilities. So, for this progress portfolio showcases my development as an aspiring educator who understands the importance of competency-based training and work-based learning. Each component, starting from the TNA up to the narrative report, help deepen my appreciation for structured training, industry standards, and reflective teaching practices. So that's all. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation.